Alright, here we go. This is 7th and final round before the playoffs of this Mirrodin Rotisserie draft. Dom and I both 6-0 currently, trying to go undefeated. See how this goes. It's going to be a tough matchup. Dom's got a great deck. Botch the roll. Seems like a good start. This hand seems fine. Got some colors, got some 3-drops. My deck doesn't have a lot of early stuff to do. A few 2-drops, some acceleration. But, nothing. I'm not trying to jump right out of the gate. Although against this sweet blue-white control deck, I'm going to have to put up some kind of pressure, because Dom has a great late game. And that's not a bad early game, that'll stop some stuff. Alright, how about some lands? So he's got a few counter spells to worry about. There's a Psychic Barrier counters creatures, a Condescend counters anything, and then a few, or 2 I guess, to counter artifacts. So let's try this Cathodion and see if that gets through. Sweet, got a Cathodion. It gets blocked a lot right now, but this Mirrodin Shaman might have a thing to say about that. Although if he's just going to keep mana up forever, that's a little awkward. Well, I want to play something. I can't just sit here and do nothing. I assume he's got a counterspell. I'd like both of these to resolve, Shaman and Sword of Body and Mind. They're pretty solid. I could try just dismembering this Spellskite. He can't. He can only have Condescend to stop that. And attack for 3. That might be the best plan. Let's try that. Alright. Let's get him for 3. Man, still no plays on 5. I'd say he has he has a fairly reactive deck, decent number of counterspells, but also, he has things like Splicers and, cards that do things that he'd want to play out, so I'm not sure. I don't know what to make of this, just playing nothing. I don't want to run this sword into a Steel Sabotage or something just yet. Let's try attacking and then follow up with the Glissa. If I had double green, that would probably be helpful. So, in that case, awkward. Let's try these vampires. I don't need them to resolve, and I'm probably never getting Metalcraft, so let's see what happens with them. Yeah, that baits the counterspell, that's fine with me. I'd rather vampires get countered than something more relevant. I take 1 from the Psychic Barrier. Oh, taps out for Venser. Interesting. Very interesting. So he has just one blue mana up, but that's a pretty solid sign that he has one of his two 1 mana instants for countering artifacts. It's a Null or Steel Sabotage. So this sword probably not resolving. Anything else can resolve though, which is nothing very exciting right now because these have no targets and Glissa still needs another green mana. Well, I think I have to take the risk that he doesn't have the counterspell because he's probably just going to leave a blue up for the rest of the game, and if I can both resolve this at this opportunity and kill Venser, that would be fantastic. So let's try that. I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, alright. So that's fine. Could be better, but probably inevitable. I would like Venser to not ultimate, so I think I just attack it. Man, it soaks up a lot of damage if I actually try to kill Venser, though. No, I'll just attack Dom. Hopefully keep Venser down if need be later on. He's a little ways from ultimating. If Dom tries to play like a Splicer and then blink it with Venser, I've got this Go for the Throat to stop that shenanigans, which is convenient. Oh, swap to yellow counters. No plays though. Interesting. Grafted Wargear. Seems decent. 2 cards left in his hand. This is a 2-turn clock on his life total. If it works. I guess let's try it. I'll leave up Phyrexia's core here, probably not relevant, but I don't have a lot of reason to bluff a Glissa's Scorn. It's my only green instant. I think this I just have to beat down, try to get this 2-turn clock off. Steel Sabotage, targeting the creature, okay. So actually, if he targeted the Wargear, it would have made me sacrifice the creature, but doing it this way lets me have another shot. I can't do anything about that, so... Yep. That does get his Venser dangerously close to ultimating. I can't follow up with the creature on this turn. Man, one card in his hand, but I can't stop this fencer. Silhouette Explorer is a little late. Well, he's got a Venser ult, I guess, which is pretty awkward. But he'll only have 2 cards in hand next turn, so he can't exile all the things. Can probably exile enough things, though. I guess this is just Cathodion and Silhouette Explorer. No reason to equip right now, and if he exiled the Wargear again, that would make me sack the creature. So that seems terrible. So he casts Serum Visions before ultimating Venser. That's interesting. I don't know if this, it just says he put them from his library into his library. I don't know if that means top or bottom. Duplicate my Cathodion, okay. And then what, blink, duplicate, exile, Explorer? That seems backwards if that's what he's going to do. Should have done the Explorer first. Oh, switching back to red counters. Feeling more aggressive. Yeah, I'm not sure why he decided to end up with a 1-1 duplicate instead of a 3-3 duplicate, but whatever works, I guess. There's a mana. Not a green mana. Glissa's still stuck. So, is it still an artifact? Yeah, it is, right? Yeah, it just changed its power toughness. So, cannot go for the throat it. I could, skin render just to kill the guy. And stop more duplicate shenanigans. That seems best, probably. Still no reason to equip. Can't do anything else besides this go for the throat. There's the ult, okay. So this just got much more difficult. Corrupted conscience. Well. I don't think I can allow that, which is awkward. I think this is happening. Okay, is there a plan here? Get all of my land slowly exiled until he finds some way to win. Casting Thrun the Last Troll would be fantastic if I had 2 green mana and a Thrun, but since I have 1 green mana and no Thrun, that's not really a good option. I could play this Shaman and blow up a Talisman, and then get this Shaman exiled for no reason. That seems terrible. So, pass turn, I guess. Glissa is still stuck here doing nothing as a double green card, which I assume Dom is going to exile my forest because that's the best option. Which will make her even farther from being cast. I really haven't had mana problems with this deck this tournament, and I mean, this isn't that bad. I mean, I've still got both colors at least. So, it could be worse, but Blinding Solator. Forest, there it goes. Alright. So, of course, I can't even cast Shaman now. Not that that would have made a difference. I mean, it would have eaten the Shaman. And... oh, there's a green mana. Take that. I mean, no reason not to, right? I'll give him a chance to counter it. Obviously, he's not going to. I assume this is going to end up getting exiled, so I'll just sacrifice it to go back to 20 life. That's what I like to see. Tom actually actually pretty good chance of getting 2 Fencer emblems here, which totally works. Seems bad for me. Just a little bit. All right. Upkeep, tap the mirror. Sure. Green mana does nothing, so fine. Well, there's a forest. Alright, getting closer to this Thrun. I can feel it coming. Thrun incoming. Since I have 2 dudes, I guess I can play this just to get a guy out. It'll probably get exiled, but it might not. There's a slight chance. Pew! Alright. Well, if he's got nothing to do, I guess I'm not dead yet. He could keep drawing lands. I could draw a Thrun. He could draw a Consecrated Sphinx. Oh, Phyrexian Jester. That's fine. That's pretty much the same thing. A response, sacrifice it. And then exile this dude. Sure. Massacre Worm does nothing. Oh. Well. I mean, I can't not do it, right? Bam. I'll leave this swamp up. Alright, so he's got a double Venser Emblem. Like, I should probably just scoop it. There's not a lot of point in trying to get... Oh, and an Oblivion Stone. Alright. I'm surprised this forest is still surviving. So, I mean, I think my best hope is Thrun, but even if I had a Thrun, it still... He can still exile my forests, and then I can't regenerate Thrun, which takes out a lot of his usefulness. And he can't obviously attack through a 5/5. If nothing else... Yeah, I don't think I have any way to win this game. Alright, let's go to game 2. Okay, so I knew this was going to be tough, so I actually drafted a lot of sideboard for this. So let's see what we can do. Bleak Coven seems pretty bad. I don't think I'm ever getting Metalcraft. I don't think I need these early mana rampers. Really, his Dom's answers are so efficient that I just need cards that do things. Like, I need all of my cards to have value, and just 1/1 that adds a mana is not enough value. Throne is All-Star. Look, that's my best path to victory, is just turn 4 Throne and start beating down. So, see if we can do that. Massacre Worm is just a dumb 6/5. Like, he doesn't have any guys small enough for it to kill. Same thing with Perilous Mirror, just nothing to kill. So, let's see. I drafted this Brutalizer Exarch, a sort of replacement 6-drop that can be found by Birthing Pod. It kills his control magic enchantments. Or I can tutor another guy if that seems relevant. Entomber Exarch, kind of the same thing. It can take one of his problem cards. This also for those control magic enchantments. Silvark Replica, just why not? Kills things, kills enchantments, kills artifacts. This I thought was an interesting option. I don't know how it's going to work out. It's not a very good card, but if I can just start burning away at him, that might be good enough. I like Asceticism too. If it can resolve, it stops a decent number of his answers. And then this, I'm not sure how this will work either, but he's got a lot of control magic. If I can take one of my creatures back or take his Consecrated Sphinx or something, that seems alright. So, see how that goes. More ramp. This will probably just get countered or blown up. Doesn't seem too relevant. No, 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 no. These don't seem very good. Cut 2 more. So he does have a lot of answers to artifacts, but I like the power level of these. They're all good cards. Like Pod and Sword are my 2 first picks of the entire draft, so I like those. He has enough creatures, I think keeping the kill spells is worth it. And he has some artifacts, especially some that need killing, like Oblivion Stone would be a sweet target for that. I do, though, have a Replica and Mirrodin Shaman as other ways to kill artifacts. And technically, Brutalizer Exarch, I guess. Maybe Cutlass Scorn. And then what else? Cathodion's not very high impact. Morak Replica might not be. It's also an artifact that gets countered. I like most of these other cards. Let's try Glissa's Scorn and Replica. Maybe like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards sideboarded. Okay. Seems like a lot. Hopefully they help. Dom's deck is amazing in this format. The famous no-lander seems good. Oh, that's a Throne. Alright. Snap keep this. Scry that Phyrexian Rager to the top. Yeah, I like cards, sure. I'll see how it looks. If I have a chance to play this sword next turn instead, I'll do that. Ooh, that is a chance. I think I have to take that just to get that on the get this sword on the board. If I can get sword on the throne, that seems ridiculous. Let's do it. I think his only way to get sword off, well, he has a couple ways, I guess. He could just destroy it with like a Divine Offering, or he could bounce it with Steel Sabotage. Probably other ways. I don't know, he's got a lot of answers. Forest. No. Well, Phyrexian Rager, I guess, to find a forest. Or not a forest. Okay. It's alright, this is far from over. Especially if I draw a forest. Yes! Yes! Alright, can't attack into a spell Spellskite. Do I need to worry about sweepers killing the throne before I can regenerate it? So he's got Oblivion Stone, which takes 8 to play and blow up, and he's got Sunblast Angel, which only hits tap things. So I think I'm good to just run it out. I guess that resolves, he says. That troll hide. Keeping it real. Okay, what do here? I could try to resolve asceticism. That sounds like fun. Only protects Rager, though, which doesn't seem too relevant. I think it's just Sword Up the Throne and Hack Away. Still has Regenerate Mana. Not that he would currently need it, unless Dom boarded in his Flash Drakes. Let's do it. Chump block, sure. Question is, do I keep up Regenerate Mana here? He could untap into playing Sunblast Angel, which would make me very sad, so I think the answer is yes. All I would be playing is a Mirrodin Emissary, which is not that good anyway, so let's just wait. Alright, I guess we're racing now or something. So I think keep it slow here. If I draw a land, I can play the Skin Render and Regenerate, which seems alright. As is... Well, let's see if this Emissary resolves. And then... Well, okay, I guess I'm not chump blocking yet with the Rager. So I'll just attack, and... if he wants to chump block with the Spellskite, then Rager will at least get some damage in. Yep. Try for Emissary. I will gladly chump block with it, get a land to do more things, and condescend for 4. Okay. Sure. I'm not that unhappy about that. Emissary's not that impactful of a card for him to be using his few counterspells on. Although another land or so would be very nice. Top or bottom of his library? Come on, Cockatrice. What are you doing? What are you doing? Consecrated Sphinx. Okay. I guess that's the thing. Kill spell. That is a kill spell, actually. So assume he chumps with the Golem, just gets Verdict the Sphinx. He still gets a card out of it, but could be worse. Well, 2 cards, I guess. Me drawing a card does not mean he does not draw 2 cards. That's not how card advantage works. He can't block with Sphinx even if he wanted to, Pro Blue. Sure he doesn't want to though, he'll just jump with the Golem. He didn't attack with it. He does not want to be hit with this sword. There's the jump. Alright. Keep up this Sunblast Regenerate. Not that I have anything to do with 3 mana anyway. Duplicate my Phyrexian Rager. Okay. I guess he really wants blockers. Interesting. So with this land, I'm pretty happy to Skinrender kill his guy, and then finally try to connect with this Throne for the first time here on, like, turn 8. He shouldn't have any 1-mana counterspells for this, but I'll wait to be sure. Alright. You are exiled. Keep regenerate mana up. Hit for 6. Troll's doing work. What do we got? Oblivion Stone, alright. Sunblast Angel, both the sweepers gone. That makes me pretty happy. That means I can start tapping out more aggressively. Nothing else to... Oh, Benser. Okay, that's exciting. Alright, some good stuff there. Not dead yet. Nothing to do with 2 mana though, so pass anyway. So 1 more hit from Throne and I basically decked him. Actually, 1 more hit from all these guys, yeah, okay. And I've basically killed his life total, so... Alright, took a game. That is only his 2nd game loss of the entire tournament. As I said, Dom's deck is ridiculous. So... any changes to make on the draw? I really think Throne is my only way to win this matchup, so hope he shows up again. What do? Man, I don't really like only having 1 2-drop, but that's the way this deck is built. So unless I want to go back to the acceleration plan, which doesn't seem amazing to me. I think just try it like this. I guess I could actually update my Twitch stream overlay. Whatever. What's it even there for? Okay, land, 4-drop, 5-drop, 6-drop. Doesn't seem amazing, does it? No. Not sure that's really better, but I'll try it. Do not need a guess verdict right now. Spell Scout? Spell Scout? Oh, it's Talisman. Alright, I guess. Okay, so it does say when he puts it on bottom, so I'm going to assume this is top bottom then. Interesting. I don't know why Cockatrice says that. Yeah, 6 drops. Pass with 4 men up. Okay. Oh man, Throne's getting ever closer. On his way. Let's try this elf replica that's not really doing anything. Got nothing else to do. See what happens. I mean, by nothing else to do, I could run this Sword of Body and Mind into 4 untapped mana, but that seems terrible. So, no. Elf replica on the board. Let's destroy some enchantments. Okay. Dom is just like on speed mode, decided that phases are not necessary. Which, okay, fair enough. Ah, Solemn Simulacrum, what am I going to do with you? So he's got that island up. He's probably got an Annul or a Steel Sabotage, because of course he does, because that's how this deck works. I think I still have to try for Solemn, just on the off chance he doesn't. I'd rather have that counter than Sword, I think. I would like to get creatures on the board eventually, but today may not be that day. Bam. Alright. Oh no! The Drakes are coming! Drake Tribal at its finest. Okay, so still a blue mana up. Could played as a null, could still be a Seal Sabotage. This seems like a good time to resolve an asceticism though. And hope that that is relevant. It shuts off a bunch of his removal. Let's see how it goes. I don't think he has any enchantment removal besides like Oblivion Stone. Mind's Eye. I forgot this was in his deck. That seems real good. Okay. Well, if he's tapped out, I'll resolve his Precursor Golem, I guess. Precursor, much better with Hexproof. He could double block with the Drake and a land to kill a Golem. That doesn't seem that good. I would love to get this sword out. Probably not going to have a good chance for it. Possibly ever. So, yeah. If I get a land and a chance to resolve something, Brutalizer XR killing this Mind's Eye seems pretty fantastic. That's going to get out of hand. Volition Reigns, your asceticism. Okay. That's a real thing, I guess. Man, if only I had my elf replica. Alright, that's a land. Now the question, do I kill the Mind's Eye or the Volition Reigns? Man. Or just resolve a Sword of Body and Mind while he's tapped out. I don't think I can just let Mind's Eye sit there. I think that's just going to, like, kill me by itself. So I think that has to be a thing. I'll get some damage in, though. Bounce off the Drake, take 6. Boy, howdy. I do have more ways to kill artifacts than enchantments. Actually, that's not true. I think I have the same number. Might be off by 1. Anyway. Pretty sure Mind's Eye has to die, though. Awkwardly, that asceticism stops me from using Enslave. I still have Sillock Replica. I can still get there. On killing the Volition Reigns. Duplicate the X-Arc, okay. All of the 2-for-1s. Indeed. However, he's tapped out again. He keeps doing this. Guess he's just drawing all of his 6-drops? I will gladly resolve a Sword of Body and Mind. Would I rather put it on the original? Does it matter? It shouldn't matter. It does give the equipped one Pro Blue. which protects it from like bounce from Steel Sabotage, which is kind of nice, but that also doesn't matter which one it's on. I'm playing a Swamp, so whatever. I'll put it on a fake one. I guess small reason if the original makes the original more likely to die, which means I could get it back with like Glissa. Not very likely, but it could happen. I think still swing out here. He could trade off the Exarch or the duplicate Exarch for one of them, and then bounce the Drake, and then take 5. Or probably no, he can't chump the sorted one with the Drake. Probably chump the sorted one with the duplicate. See what happens. Block, block, take 3, sure. Duplicate down. And go up. Wing Splicer makes another blocker. But I mean, if he's just doing nothing but chumping, I'm mostly okay with that. Pro Blue seems relevant right now. He's got the Moth to block too, of course, if need be. Dismember. Not very useful against asceticism. Weird how good that card is. I wish it were on my side of the board. Alright, same plan. Swing out. He's likely to just chump. He's getting a little low on health, actually. There's the Moth. Double block. What's going on here? Why the double block on the Sorted Golem? Oh, it pumps itself. Oh, yep, okay. Well, it can't target your guys. Alright, 2 golems down, Wing Splasher down, both of his artifacts down. Equip. I can remember how to equip. Would dearly love to be able to target things. Asceticism, why have you betrayed me? No, no, my precursor golem. Oh, Silvok replica. This should be my last enchantment destruction spell in the deck, if I remember right. Short of like recurring it with Glissa, which is probably not happening. And of course, I now have 2 enchantments to destroy. It's likely not resolving anyway, but I feel like I have to try. I think the play is, if it resolves, kill Volition Reigns, get Asceticism back, turn on my other spells, and then just plan on getting another creature eventually. That seems like the best plan. If it resolves. Halt, order. Yep. Okay. Hey, haven't seen Thrun yet. Thrun could save me. Yeah, Thrun doesn't care about blue and stones, it's fine. Carnifex Demon. Does that do anything? Dies to Oblivion Stone. So does his Asceticism, so I could at least kill things. So does Sword, which seems like my best way of winning. But I mean, I can't stop that, right? I can't stop Sword from getting blown up ever. So just go for it. Why the heck not? He's got 1 card in hand. It could be a Condescend for 2. Did he play that already this game? No. It could be a Psychic Barrier. But I can't just sit here and do nothing forever. Resolves. That doesn't mean anything. He's probably just gonna blow it up then with this Oblivion Stone. Sure. I'll use this now just to save a mana. I guess I'll switch to red counters. Probably not going to be relevant. Sure, he's just going to blow stuff up. Pass turn, untap. That's not relevant. Well, see what happens. This is a 2-turn clock. Pulling the... Oh, I didn't equip! Oh, I'm bad at this game. Alright, so whatever, he gets to draw a card. I think I was saying that pulling this other counter off the demon doesn't change the clock, so no reason to. Especially if he's actually 7/7. But since that's not a thing that happened, he gets another turn to not use the Oblivion Stone. All non-land permanents. Alright. Can I regenerate my asceticism? Oh no. Okay, well. Can I have my asceticism? No? Well, okay. I can, however, now enslave his stuff, so that's pretty cool. Oh, right, Mirrodin Emissary, here to save the day. Five-turn clock, here we go. I will snap dismember that. Did I want to enslave it, maybe? Maybe. It's alright, I'll enslave something better. I could play the Skinrender and kill my Emissary, and thin my deck by 1, and have a 3/3 instead of a 2/1, but that seems bad, so let's not do that. Only 2 cards in his hand, I might have a chance. I might not. But I might. Five-turn clock is getting there. Six, 7, 6. Sunblast Angel. I will gladly enslave that. And fetch a land, because why not? Here's a swamp. And Thrun. Alright, might be getting somewhere. Alright. He can condescend for 3, so I'm condescend proof. He could have Stoic Rebuttal, but I think that's his only other way of stopping an enslave. Let's make it happen. Yes, resolves. And then follow up with a Thrun. He has no other sweepers. Sunblast and Oblivion Stone are his sweepers, so Thrun should be safe. Oh, come on, he says. Whew. I should have thought about the clock. With this ping... Well, okay. Wow! Got there. Didn't think that was the thing that was going to happen. Really sweet games all around. I enjoyed them. Try to get on a video call with them, have some analysis. I didn't keep notes or anything, so it's probably not going to be very good. Undefeated in the regular season. On playoffs. Hey.
Hey.
That was a good match.
That was really fun, even though I didn't win. Yeah.
That was a good match.
Super back and forth, yeah. I don't know how I won the first game, by the way.
Really?
I had so many land draw steps, yeah.
Oh. I don't know. Got the answers you needed. But
yeah. Rode Soren good. Fencer to victory. Soren's not even in this format. How that's going on.
That possible double Vencer emblem?
Yeah.
Didn't even need it.
No.
Yeah, I was debating the first time I could have attacked Vencer. I was like, oh, well, he's only at 5. Not a big deal. I'll just keep hitting some life while I can. But then that ended up being slightly relevant.
Yeah, well, I like visions into the duplicate, and I was able to kill 2 things.
Okay, yeah.
This was the first time I assembled that, actually.
Oh, the Vencer duplicate.
Yeah. It was pretty sweet, though. Yeah, it was just like, man, I don't have really anything to deal with Run, like, in my entire list.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if I failed to draft something, or if there's just not the right answer in my colors, or what.
I mean, what answers are in the format? Like Black Sun?
Yeah.
What else?
Because, like, Metamorph used to do it, but doesn't anymore. I didn't get the card anyway.
Yeah.
And then, even if I could copy it, I don't have green mana to regenerate it, so. Yeah, I guess I'm regretting annulling that Solemn, because then you ended up playing, like, the Precursor, Golem, and the Enslaved, like, and the Asceticism. Like, there were a ton of better things I could have got with that.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to be mana efficient.
Right. Man, taking the Asceticism, though, actually was relevant. I had Enslave and Dismember in my hand forever.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I tried to, like, fake counter. So I would have had to, like, double fake counter. Like, I would have had to fake counter the Volition Reigns and the Asceticism, and I didn't think I was going to have time. And it turns out I would have, and then maybe I would have won if I had done that. But, like, what I ended up saving ended up chump blocking anyway, because I realized, like, once you play the Carnifex Demon, I didn't want to know to just sitting in play. I'd, like, rather draw the card.
Right.
I could have saved my Talisman or tried to do that, but...
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had, like, Arrest, and I had, like, 2 or 3 different targeted removal spells in hand, so I, like, had to take the Asceticism, even though I didn't want to.
If I had equipped the Carnifex Demon, would you have blown up that turn instead of chumping?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, yeah.
I wasn't going to take a sword. I wasn't taking a sword hit, yeah.
Right. It's like, well, the Golem can't attack, but that sword still exists. I remember now.
Yeah. Like, I thought that, yeah, like, I thought I was going to have to pop I thought I was going to be forced to pop the stone that turn. It turned out I wasn't. I guess because he didn't do that. So, yeah, maybe that was, like, I feel like I didn't go through all this thought process, but, like, I intuitively thought I only had 1 fake counter. at the time, but then I didn't. And at the time, I thought maybe I had made a mistake or something. But just I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
I have something to watch later, I guess. It was just a complicated match.
Missing that Pro Blue.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I probably shouldn't tell you before the playoffs, but on your Steel Sabotage, you could have bounced the Exoskeleton, which triggers its ability and makes me sack the guy that it's on.
That makes sense. Yeah, that probably would have been better, actually. Good to know. I even read that and was thinking oh well, does the thing trigger still or what? It becomes unequipped. And I was like, no, but the bounce resolves first.
Yeah, it's real weird, but that's the ruling.
Yeah, I got close to figuring it out, but didn't succeed. I didn't board in on my Drake, so that's probably why I lost.
Drake Tribal.
Note to self: board in Drake Tribal.
Adaptive Automaton naming Drakes.
Yeah. If you were going to do a top 8 Drakes, I don't even know what would be on the top 8 Drakes. Yeah, so much stuff happened, I'm not even sure what to think of. We were just going back and forth. There were a couple turns where I really wish I had a 7th mana, so I could have, because I had to tap out a couple times before I lost the Mind's Eye, and I didn't get to draw cards off of it.
Oh yeah, I noticed that you were tapping out a lot at that point.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
Okay. I guess I'll resolve this X-Arc with no repercussions.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely didn't want to, but if I didn't deal with the asceticism, I was going to lose. And then that turn I played the duplicate, I was taking a lot of damage and stuff. But.
I was a little sad I didn't draw Jinx Choker because I wanted to see if it's actually good against you or not. I'm not sure it is.
Oh. Yeah, I do not know.
Can't think of anything else specific.
I forget how that card's different than Jinx Idol.
That's
the one.
All them Jinx stuff.
Yeah. Okay. That's the one that you can add or remove counters from, and you give at the start of turn you put a counter on and give it to your opponent, and they take that much damage, something like that.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it depends on the game. It's my deck has semi-aggro draws, and then it has the super dirtily ones. It's probably good against the dirtily ones.
Right.
Well, hopefully, I'm hoping I get another shot in the finals, but those are good games for sure. See if you can break the 7-0 curse. That hasn't worked out the last 2 times.
All right, well, I'm going to stop the stream.
Yeah, sounds good. That was fun.